How are you,
Kevin,
sir?
how are you?
So can we start with the injury update?
Injury update. Who do we have listed? Don't. I'm off the record still.
Okay.
Hold on here.
Okay.
Have you seen? Why do you ask me when it comes out later?
Because you're the
Because it gets more
you're
likes
the
on
CEO.
Twitter.
It's more authentic.
Yeah. They want to hear from Bob.
We've removed most people. We have a few people that are out. So that would be.
Are we good?
No, I'm listening. I'm looking first.
Okay.
Perfect. That's what I needed. Injury update. Out Danilo, Alex Guido, and Javi Perez. Everybody else back in training. Everybody else available for selection.
So Dio and Steven are all okay.
Absolutely. Those guys are doing fine.
If you get Dio back, how big is that? Because it seems like Christian has played well, but I don't know. Maybe he's not a 90-minute guy right now. You seem to have such success when you mix those two and share the playing time.
Look, I think we're lucky. We have two good strikers, and both are capable of playing 90 minutes. It's competitive. We also have ability to push Carlos into the center, which we've done many times. So we still look every game to see what we think makes sense. And these guys push each other hard in training every day.
But what's the update on Rodolfo Zelaya? Is he going to be ready for tomorrow?
I think that Fito's making progress. The question is, when is he far enough along to go from training to where we can get him minutes in a game? I still think that that's coming, but not quite this week.
Does mean he's not ready to play yet, Coach?
No, it's not ready. Not ready. Not to be able to press and not to be able to do all the things that we need. I think that's still a few weeks away. So
Tomorrow against Chicago, how do you see the game?
Chicago has some talented players, certainly in attack. Nikolic, Katai, Gaetan, good players. Schweinsteiger in the back gives the team a real presence. McCarty in the midfield is always a worker and a competitor. So a team that sometimes comes in with different systems based upon the opponent. So we'll need to see how they choose to play, read the game well, and try to take the things that we do well and make sure that they're there.
Bob, can you talk about your midfield and the job it's done within the last few games?
For 2 years, I think our midfield becomes so important, the way we play with a midfield three, the understanding of the players, the fluidity in attack and defense. And I think in this last stretch, Edward and Mark and Latif have been excellent, finding a really good balance in the way they move, connect passes, really doing a good job on balls turnover in terms of closing things down and coming away with loose balls and starting counter presses. So those guys have been great.
You guys have drawn 6 red cards. That seems kind of phenomenal to me. Is there a reason why that is happening?
You guys need to watch the games, you know. I'm not going to complain about every team, but I think if you watch games, you would still realize that we are the team that tries to attack. We are the team that tries to create advantages, and oftentimes you see opponents where they're tackling from behind, grabbing, making plays that are going to produce yellows and eventually reds. So, that's the kind of thing that when you watch games, you see which team is the team that's trying to dictate the terms, which team is doing anything to stop them, and usually that has an impact in the way the cards are handed out.
Right now, you guys are first in the standings with Galaxy trailing by a game and 1 point. Are you guys paying attention to any of that at all, or are you guys just kind of focusing on yourselves?
No, I mean, look, we're going to have a couple great games with them coming up, but they're still weeks away. and I think their team's better this year. But we still focus every day on trying to make our football better, trying to become a real team that knows how to win all kinds of games. We're pleased with the way we've started the year, but we certainly feel that there's more to come.
Coach, Gold Cup is going to be about a month away, the Gold Cup break. Are you looking forward to that as a time to get some rest, or are you kind of like not wanting to take that break because you're playing such a high level? How do you approach that?
We have 2 Open Cup games in June. Well, let me say that again. Potentially, we have 2 Open Cup games, so you certainly got to earn it from one round to the next. But we're hopeful that we can have the same kind of effort that we had last year in the Open Cup. Did I say Gold Cup or Open Cup?
No, Open Cup.
Okay, I hope so. Sorry. So that's first. At the beginning of the month, we still have a league match. At the end of the league, we have a league match. And then the challenge is going to be to keep everybody moving forward. Some of the guys that haven't been playing regularly, it's a time where it's where they can close the gap with some of the players that have been playing regularly. The kind of competition where everybody improves is so important.
Cinco de Mayo weekend. What's your favorite Mexican cuisine?
My favorite Mexican, I'm going to tell you my favorite Mexican restaurant. Okay, it's Frontera Grill in Chicago.
Chicago?
So.
No, nothing here in LA. You can find anything out here?
So far, I don't find anything in LA that I like as much as Frontera Grill. So Frontera Grill is a very special place for me.
Do you like horchata?
That is the drink.
Yes.
Yes. So listen, I should also mention that we have the best chefs. And so when you ask me about Mexican food, Carlos and Sam are awesome. So how do you say it?
Horchata.
Horchata is awesome. I actually really like that. And they challenge me with a few new things, some of which I try, some of which I stay away from. But we have 2 of the best right here every day.
You know, there's a lot of Mexicans in Southern California. There's probably a lot of Mexican restaurants that you should try.
I know. You
They'll
know,
help you out.
we live wherever we've been. The number of my wife takes incredible care of me, and we like our time. Unfortunately, when there's football on, then we usually are home, and then we have a small rotation of restaurants.
There's an El Torito by your house.
No, that's not. That's not in the rotation, and that's not. That's
don't say
offensive.
Chipotle.
No, I didn't say any of those. We have a small rotation, but you're right. I would agree that I know that there are many good Mexican restaurants here, but we haven't ventured out that far, and what we get here every day is pretty awesome.
Thank you.
All right, you guys set me up on that.
Oh, okay.